So I kind of slept off. I was supposed to be live like about 30 minutes ago, but I had slept off when I was editing my video. So welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences. I've never been more proud of myself. I mean, I'm always proud of myself, but today in particular, it has taken me a journey to actually close on this because I've been working on it for a while, but I finally closed on it. So now I can share with you guys. Do you know anything about precast? I have to understand in Uganda, this concept is not common. But precast is pretty much something that is industrial, like it is already pre-made or made out of concrete, at least in this particular sense. So they can pretty much make the walls of your house from concrete and literally send them to you, and you simply install them. They can make anything. But what we are focusing on for now is a fence line or wall fence, security fence, whatever you call it, a fence. So that is where our focus is right now. Yeah. So what happens is we are measuring for you. This is what we are making. Okay. We are making for you a wall fence of 200 by 200. What do I mean by 200? The length is 200 centimeters and the width is 200 centimeters, right? Now that entire thing can succumb up to, the thickness of it is 3 centimeters thick. That is really thick. But then the whole thing is around 2 meters. 2 meters. Yeah, 2 meters. So if you combine the height of it, it would make it around 4 meters. Does it even make sense? I've been looking at it for some time and my mind was blown, okay? My mind was blown. Construction is hectic. Building is hectic. You have to buy material, negotiate prices, excavate, negotiate, suffer with some builders, sometimes suffer. Again, as you're still in the middle of construction, all the price of cement has gone up. All this and this, all this has been stolen. Oh my God, you have to buy power tools. All the power tools are not enough. It's just hectic. Sometimes I feel like if you can avoid it, you should. You should. There is so many ways around constructions these days in a way that I know most of us are not yet used. We've not adjusted. But I'm in partnership with a group of people right now, and everything is already set and everything is on ground, it's working, it's going on. We are selling construction material, not sand or cement. We're literally selling blocks, all the sizes, that is 8 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches, both solid and hollow. Pavers, the colored ones, the ordinary ones, we have curbstones, we have floor, we have everything. And now, top of the icing, we have wall fences in precast. Yeah. And every single price I am trying, because we sat down and studied the market and we realized that some of these things are being sold highly. So we are pushing the prices to at least wholesale price. Everything from the blocks to the pavers, everything is at wholesale price. I'm going to be rolling out the videos because I'm already done shooting everything. So I've started with precast, right? And we are making the precast we're using cement, we're using stone dust, and then we're using aggregate stones, okay? But we're using the soft ones to give your wall fence a smooth look so that you don't have to plaster. That is also another added thing. Yeah, we make the walls already. They just go watch my most recent video that I just uploaded. I've explained a lot in there. So what happens is what is it? So what happens is, for example, we calculate, but for us, our calculations are 200 by 200, 3 centimeters thick. So 200 centimeters by 200 centimeters, that is 200 wide and 200 centimeters long, all right? And then the thickness of the wall itself is 3 centimeters. The wall comes with support stones already also made from concrete. So side by side, you have to see it. Go watch the video. Side by side, the wall itself is supported. In construction, you're not allowed to make a very long wall without breakages. So you have to break it for support, for support, for support. So we are breaking at 200 centimeters, and that's the longest height I've seen on the market. It is. Compression rates are really high, very, very high. I've tried to document videos to show you how we're actually making it. We have machines that are actually making this, and honestly speaking, it's quite the show. It's quite the show. So we are selling each at 380,000 Ugandan shillings, but trust me, that's literally the lowest price. It is the lowest price, you know, 380. Something that's already pre-made. You know, we give it a smooth finishing, so you don't have to worry about plastering and painting. The way it is just enough. As you install it, it is perfectly okay. If you want, you can paint it, but it's not necessary. It is not. It is revolutionary. I know in the rest of the world, as you watch me, for you, in your worlds, you already have these things, but in my country, these things are quite new. And they're going to take a bit of time, but as people have embraced concrete blocks, I think they will also embrace some of these things because they've come to realize how much money these things are saving them. You know, they've come to realize that. And mind you, I've also been doing a lot of research. It's just that I'm just a bit tired of working with people all the time. People are just taking advantage of me. So that's it's something I'm walking away from because I understand my value and I know what I actually am capable of. So I don't have to sit there and let people take advantage of me. And that's exactly why I've dived further into research and then looked for the right people to work with and do my things with and put my brain to work. You know? I don't know if you get me, you know. So obviously this is actually perfect. How the Israelites built Bogolovi flats. I didn't exactly witness it. I simply heard about it. I've actually always wanted to go witness it. But yes, in the rest of the world, this concept is already there. It's already there. Hi, Alban B. Travers, man. It's nice to have you on the channel. It's been a while. I hope you're okay. How are you doing? How is Kenya? I have a bunch of Kenyan companies that are reaching out to me and they want me to go see their products and stuff, see their companies. It's just that I have to make time and go, but I only think I can make a 1 week to go to Kenya. So that 1 week I have to use it wisely. I have to first plan and know where I have to be at what time on which date. But I'm going to go because, like I said, as Africa, we are actually running circles around a lot of things, and I'm being watched by pretty much almost all of Africa. Because when I look at my analytics, I see so many countries, and then I see so many European countries. You know, it's crazy. But I appreciate the support and the love. It's really nice. Yeah. So basically, it's something that's already made and brought to you. And you simply install it, but you don't just put it in the ground. You know, there is ways they put it in the ground and we can advise on that. You know, we can advise on that. we can give you our people. Of course, they are not for free, and then you pay them to actually install for you everything. But at least it's cheaper than cost of construction. You know, it is cheaper. And then at least you hustle for the house, but at least you don't have to get to hustle for the fence. You've hustled for the fence, the house. Now, you know, unless you're living in like a water, like a swamp or something. Otherwise, either way, still, you should be okay. I'm doing well. So happy to see you. Kenya is good for business, but very, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're back in the UK. How is that doing? How is the UK? Yeah, Kenya. You have to be alert. I know. I have a bunch of people on my team. They get to vet these people before I actually get to even be near them. You know, that's the whole point of having a team with you, you know. I have a team. I actually have a team of two. I mean, two of my people on my team are from Kenya. And then I have some people from, I have a team of 12 people. So these different 12 people don't just come from Uganda. Actually, I try to make sure that I have a vast collection of people on my team, not just one country. You know, and we get to do a lot of research in construction. We're actually doing so much research. It's crazy. Hi, Rose. How are you doing? How is school? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. So yeah, I think this is the moment. Oh, thank you, Rose. This is the moment we've all been waiting for in construction. A couple of people reached out to me a while ago, but again, that was around 7 months ago, 8 months ago, and they were telling me that they've introduced the whole precast thing. But I just didn't want to go into something that I didn't understand yet, or I didn't want to endorse someone at the time that something I'm not involved in, especially a new product. But when a product is actually new and I'm okay, Rose. When a product is actually new and I've taken my time to actually be present and get involved and study up on it, I feel confident. You know, I like to feel confident. I don't like to get to have, because I have that thing in me. When I do something and I don't like it and my heart is not okay with it, it haunts me. I can be haunted for days and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, what if, you know? But then I've gotten so many clients over the month that wanted to know about precast, and I really had the answers, but I wasn't ready. And I kept telling them to give me time. Give me time. I know sometimes some of you have first questions and you need answers there and then, but I like to take my time and study up on things, because I don't want to give you something that is going to backfire on me. I've built my platform for a very long time with a lot of honesty and transparency. I don't want to wake up in the morning and someone is saying, oh, Doreen played me, or this and this. Nah, I keep away from that. Yeah, Rose, I'm glad university is good. Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling out these videos. I think by end of week, they should all be out. You're going to be able to interact and see construction material at wholesale price. And the quality is impeccable, you know. You have to understand this is a whole organization. It's like a huge team. And I love that my brothers and sisters get to be employed as well. I like that, you know. I like that. You know, the people that actually do that, I'm impressed. So guys, we are on the move and we are not going to stop, because I know I have a timeline of 3 months to get certain things in order, to actually get my affairs in order. Yeah. Meanwhile, yesterday my phone crashed. I think I actually need to buy a new phone. I'm terrible at buying gadgets, especially phones. I'm just terrible. Because I always feel like, okay, what am I going to buy that is not going to pressure me into buying an upgrade so soon? thinking. I think it's coming to 7. It's getting dark. I have to go. I wanted to be on here for a couple of minutes, for at least 20 minutes. It's just 16 minutes. But go watch my new video that I just uploaded. You'll appreciate the concept and you probably love it. You'll love it. I'll try to make another live and see if I can draw calculations of some stuff for you, you know? Like how many pieces would you need if you're fencing a 50 by 100, and how much would it cost you? Stuff like that. I'll try to draw that. I'll try to draw you that plan, you know. I'm just really tired today. I've been on my feet all day. And when I got back home, I left this video, the other video uploading, and I blacked out. I literally just got up like 20 minutes ago, and then I'm here. I want to go take a shower and actually rest up. I'm tired. I've been shooting so much today, but it's also one of my happiest days. So I'm proud of myself. Thank you all for being with me and being patient with me. I know sometimes I run away from shooting. Yeah, I ran away from shooting, but I still come back to you. I'm your girl. Yeah, man, Urban Bee. Definitely. Precast is the way to go, because there is so much bullshit in construction, you know, so much. Sometimes you don't even know what to do, you know, you don't know, it's so time consuming. And by the way, I haven't told you guys, but construction is hectic. Construction is hectic for both the person doing it and the person paying for it. You realize that's why construction is so expensive in Africa. Like construction is such a big deal. Like, oh my God, construction, I have to start building. But then again, we are living, the world has evolved. We simply don't want to evolve with it. We simply don't want. That's all I can say. As African people, it takes us time to adjust to things. You know, I remember when concrete blocks had just come, Yakesha from Uganda. When construction blocks, concrete blocks had just come, you all don't know. I actually believe they just used to put them on churches at the time, churches and public buildings where nobody went. And what's funny is they had to make them very, very cheap. Oh, oh, thank you, Aban. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, thank you for buying super thanks. It means a lot to me. So when I was still telling you, I remember when I was younger, I come from, I would definitely have a drink on you. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. So like I was saying, in Uganda, I remember when I was younger, my family actually is all engineering. Like that's my family. It's farming and engineering. So I grew up both building and farming. Now, the funny thing is, when people were being convinced to go into constructing with concrete blocks, the concrete blocks back then were so huge. I have a feeling they were over 20 inches. Like it's crazy. They were so big. They were so big. So I remember we had a couple whites come with the whole concept, and they were trying to tell people this is the way to go. That must have been 2004, 5. I was really young, but I still remember. Everyone said, hell no. Imagine that was a time when we were still building with literal soil. Like, forget soil bricks, soil. People were still sleeping in mud houses, and that was normal. That was the way. It took my people in Uganda over 7-8 years to start building with these blocks. And the size had to be reduced heavily. The size had to be reduced heavily. So imagine the size of concrete blocks in my country came from around 22 inches to 8 inches. Actually, there were 10 inches at first. And 10 inches, people still complained they were too heavy. Even now, 8 inches is still heavy. It's so big. It's a big block, you know. And back then, the blocks were all solid. They were not hollow. So over time, people had to now devise means, how do we get them to actually buy this? You know, let's make the blocks hollow. Let's see how to. So there were different hollow blocks that came in at the time. And then other people brought a smaller size. Thank you. You are very correct. By the time our people accept that this is the way to go, you'll find that other countries have already moved on from it. They're on to different things, like completely different things. You know, even for max spans, putting max spans into their floors for pouring concrete and all, it still took people years to accept. You know, you have to understand construction in Africa is actually expensive. So being that construction is expensive and it's a luxury, most people can barely afford it. So they want to look for ways around it. And it's so crazy how we went away from the hollow blocks that had a complete hole that went through to the hollow blocks that now close the bit. And some people to this day, like serious engineers, don't even know how to build with concrete hollow blocks. You give them a site, they will get that concrete hollow block and pour material in the hole and then put another block on it. You're like, what the hell? That's not how they build it. Just turn the thing upside down and give it a base. And the base up is because that they're stuck. They're stuck mentally on the other hollow block that had a hole that was going through. But over time, people discovered that that was a complete waste. And actually, most houses that were built with a hollow block that had a hole that was going through lost more money than the people that actually built with clay bricks, you know. Now for interlocking blocks, don't even talk about it. Do you know how my people have refused to this day to use interlocking blocks? They've refused. Someone says, but how is a block just interlocking without putting sand and cement to attach it? Once the building fall, like they have this thing that once they believe something is supposed to be done a certain way, that is it. There is no other way. And it takes someone bold to do it, and then they'll be like, oh, that building has been there for some good time. Maybe we can try. But one bad experience will have the whole country run away from something. So it's just how we are. You know, we are very skeptical. And also, it's very hard to make money here. We take long to raise our money to actually put these things in place. So sometimes I can't fully blame people for being scared of taking certain risks. Yeah. But for interlocking blocks, you will not catch an African truly doing it. I've looked through I've only seen, in my country, I think I've seen four sites, and they're really small buildings with interlocking blocks. Like how? Now imagine the Western world is building with cardboards and wood and stuff, and the buildings look like nice and stuff. You might actually think it's like, wow, this is a huge building. Which African are you going to tell to build with wood and stuff? Which African? You know, and obviously because security issues, well, our countries have a long way to go, you know, a long way to go. Because security-wise, you'll find someone has a solid block house, like they built with solid blocks. They have a fence so high, you know, the same person has a fence so high, built again with concrete blocks. This same person has put electric barbed wire around the fence. The same person has bought like 4 dogs. The same person has put over 16 security lights. The same person has hired a guard with a gun to stand guard. The same person has bought around 4 pangas and hidden them in different corners of their house. And the same person can barely sleep. Every single simple knock, the person jumps out of sleep, investigates the compound, the house. The same person has security cameras from every angle. Do you get that? How is this person going to build with wood and they sleep? Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on. They cannot. They just cannot, you know? Some people even have more things than that. They have, like, it's crazy. It's something that's actually crazy. It is, but trust me, this shit is happening. It's happening, it is happening. In my country now, some people are walking wearing helmets. You might think they're just about to hop on a border somewhere, but they're just, we have thieves that are just coming like Bruce Lee, jumping and pouncing on you with a round kick to the head. Can you imagine? Someone is coming slowly, walking behind you, and before you know it, the person has jumped and round kicked your head to the ground and then robbed you. Now people are moving wearing helmets. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, so security is such an issue. So sometimes you can't blame people for not doing certain things. But at least for precast, you're rest assured it's concrete. It's actually way strong. No, this cat always has food in his plate. Hold on, let me show you. Now he's eating. He literally always has food, but he's so dramatic. It's like every single time, he has food, 2 bowls of food with water. But no, miss. What? What's up? What's up? Come we go. The cat is just dramatic. Every time he sees me like on a live, he's convinced I'm doing something he should be involved in. Come, let's go and end the live. Come, baby. Come on, you don't have to be mean to me. It's dark. I think I need to actually get more lights in my house. When it gets dark, my lights are so warm. I can barely see anything. Yeah, this cat is just crazy. He's actually always shouting at me. You tell him not to do something, he's gonna do it and still shout at you while doing it. Man, I have serious issues with this cat. That's okay. My next live, maybe Tuesday, probably Tuesday evening. Because Monday I have so many reports to run at work. Tomorrow, I wanted to spend time doing nothing because I've done so much today. Hey, go ahead. Don't eat my stuff. So yeah, guys, have a wonderful day and good evening, good night, wherever you are. See you when I see you. And Urban Bee Travels, thank you for buying super things and that drink. Much appreciated. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to Urban Bee Travels. She has very good content on traveling.